Chapter 7, Legal Issues. Publication Details. Alcohol and drug counselors providing vocational rehabilitation services directly or through refusal need to be aware of legal and ethical issues in 3 areas: discrimination against recovering individuals, welfare reform, and confidentiality. 1. Discrimination Examines. The Americans with Disabilities Act and the Rehabilitation Act, which protect individuals with disabilities, including individuals with substance abuse disorders, but not those who are currently engaged in illegal drug use and who are not in treatment. How those laws apply to individuals recovering from substance abuse disorder when they seek equal access to social service agencies and programs, including vocational and educational training programs. The Workforce Investment Act of 1998, which recognized the delivery of federally funded vocational training services and how the act might affect individuals in substance abuse treatment. How the laws protecting individuals with disabilities apply to individuals recovering from substance abuse disorders when they seek equal treatment in the area of employment. Remedies available to those who suffer discrimination. Part 2. Welfare Reform looks at the new federal legislation governing public assistance and how it can affect individuals recovering from substance abuse disorders. Part 3. Confidentiality outlines the requirements of the federal confidentiality law and regulations and describe way in which counselor can communicate with vocational training programs and employers. Part 1. Discrimination in employment-related services. Clients in substance abuse treatment who are entering or are in the job market sometimes encounter employer rejection or discrimination because of a history of substance use. For example, a computer training program might refuse to accept an applicant with a substance abuse disorders history, or a business may fire a secretary when it discovers that her request for medical leave was to allow her to enter a treatment programs for alcoholism. The section below outlines the protections federal law currently affords people with substance abuse disorders, as well as the limitations of those protections and the available legal remedies. It describes how counselor can help clients deal with the issue of discrimination as they enter the job market. Also discussed are the protections afforded by state anti-discrimination laws. New legislation that recognizes federally funded vocational training programs and how the Drug-Free Workplace Act may affect the employment of former illegal drug users. Federal statutes protecting people with disabilities. These are two federal statutes. There are two federal statutes that protect people with disabilities. Sections 503 and 504 of the Federal Rehabilitation Act, 29 United States Code, USC $791, 1973, and the ADA 42 USC dollars 12101, 1992. Together, these laws prohibit discrimination based on disability by private and public entities that provide most of the benefits, programs, and services an individual in treatment for a substance abuse disorder is likely to need of work. These statutes outlaw discrimination by a wide range of employers.
Agencies, establishments, programs, and services covered. Together, the Rehabilitation Act and ADA prohibit discrimination against individuals with disabilities in services, programs, or activities provided by state and local governments and their departments, agencies, and other instrumentalities, 29 USC 794B and 42 BSC and 12131 and 12132. Mostly public accommodations, including hotels and other places of lodgings, restaurants, and other establishments, serving food or drink places, after entertainment, movies, stadiums, etc. Places the public gathers, auditoriums, etc. Sales and other retail establishments, seaways, establishments, banks, beauty shops, funeral parlors, law offices, hospitals, laundries, etc. Public transportation, depots, places or public displays or collection, necessary libraries, etc. Places of recreation, banks, 200s, etc. Educational establishments, social centers, daycare and senior citizen centers, homeless shelters, and food banks, etc. And places of exercise and recreation, 42 USC 121817 and 12182. Empale, employers covered. The Rehabilitation Act and ADA provide protection against discrimination by a wide range of employers, to including employers with federal contracts worth more than 8 to 10,000, employers with 15 or more employers, federal, states, and local government and agencies, corporations and other private organizations and individuals receiving federal financial assistance, corporation and other private organization and individuals providing education, health card, housing, social services, or banks and recreation, labor organizations and employment committees, kinds of protection offered. Together, the Rehabilitation Act Fund and ADA and discrimination is an extraordinarily broad range of establishments, services, programs, and employees in public accommodations. The Rehabilitation Act and ADA prohibited discrimination on the basis of disability in the full and equal enjoyment of the goods, service, facilities, privileges, advantage, or accommodations of any place or public. Accommodations 42 BSC 12182, Public accommodation, including training programs, and prohibited from denying or disabled person the opportunity to participate in a benefit from goods, services, facilities, privileges, advantages, or accommodations. Affording a disabled person an opportunity to participate that is not equal to that of appended to others, providing a disabled person with a separate or different opportunity, service, benefit, etc. Unless it is necessary in order to provide an opportunity, service, etc. that is as effective as that provided to other, imposing a flying eligibility criteria that screen out or tend to screen out individuals with disabilities. Failing to make seasonable modifications in policies, practices, or procedures when modifications are necessary to afford disabled individuals equal services, etc., unless it can be shown that such a modification would fundamentally alter the nature of the services, etc.